Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chidima Okoli. I am a public health professional and a Commonwealth Scholarship alumna. In my last video, I posted a step-by-step guide on how to write the Commonwealth Scholarship essays. I gave tips on how you can answer each of the questions so you can make your essays outstanding and convincing enough to get you the scholarship. So I've received questions about the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, and I like to call them FAQs because I receive these questions all the time. So in this video, I'll be discussing 10 questions I'm always asked about the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. The first question, how do I start my application? I get this question a lot. Chidima, how do I start my application? And for you to start your application, the first step is to read through the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship website. In this website, you can find everything you're looking for, how to apply, eligibility, terms and conditions. It also gives you the list of universities and the courses that are eligible for this scholarship. I will leave the link to the scholarship in the description box below, but please make sure that you're eligible for the scholarship before starting your application. You don't want to start your application only to realize down the line that you're not eligible to apply for the scholarship. And if you need a step-by-step guide on how to apply for the scholarship, I also have a post on my blog where I detail the application process and I also highlighted relevant links. I will leave the link to my blog also in the description box below. The second question I get is, can someone with a second-class lower grade apply? That is someone with a 2-2. The answer to this question can be found on the Commonwealth Scholarships website. On their website, it says if you want to apply and you have a 2-2, you need an additional relevant postgraduate qualification, most preferably a master's degree. So if you have a 2-2, then you need to have a master's degree to be able to apply for this scholarship. And you also have to convince them why you need a second master's degree. The third question I get is, must I have a research publication? And the simple answer to this is no. I did not have a research publication when I got the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, and I know a lot of other scholars as well who didn't have any research publication and they were awarded the scholarship. However, in your essays, you need to demonstrate that you're up to date with the relevant research in your field. The fourth question I get is IELTS compulsory? Now, this depends on the university you're applying to. Some universities, IELTS is a requirement, while for some other universities, it is not a requirement. Some universities are satisfied with your secondary school WAEC results and also a statement of English language proficiency from your previous university. So that statement or that letter just states that you're fluent in English and your previous course was taught in English language. The fifth question I get is, how can I apply to more than one university? Now, on the Commonwealth Scholarship application portal, after filling your form and submitting to a particular university, for example, University of Manchester, you can always fill the form again and submit to another university. So you repeat this process till you're done applying to all the universities that you want to apply to. The sixth question I get is, can I use the same essay for all my applications? Well, to answer this question, I would say the framework for your essays can be the same, especially if you're applying for the same course across all universities. But if you're applying for different courses or if the courses do not have the same name, for example, if you're applying for a master's in public health across all the universities and the name of the course is MSc Public Health across all universities, then the framework for your essay can be the same. However, your answers to the essay questions about your study plan and your dissertation should be specific to the university you're applying to. Even if it's MSc Public Health across all universities, some of the specific modules could differ. So you need to look at that and answer those questions. If you're applying for different courses across all universities, then you need to make sure that your essays fit the specific course you're applying to. For your essays on your volunteer experience and your leadership experience, that could actually be the same, especially if you're applying for the same course. But if you're applying for different courses, then you might want to tweak it to fit the particular course you're applying for. The seventh question I get is, can I apply for the scholarship first before applying for admission? And for this question, the answer is no. You need to apply for admission first before you apply for the scholarship. Because when you check the Commonwealth Shared Scholarships website, it says that applicants must secure admission in addition to applying for the scholarship. And when you're filling the scholarship application form, there's a section on the form that asks for your contacts with your proposed universities. And in this section, you need to provide details of the application you submitted to that university for admission. You need to give them your university application number and also let them know if you have been offered admission. The eighth question I usually get is, I have applied for admission, but I haven't gotten it yet. Can I still apply for the scholarship since the deadline is almost here? So if this is the situation you find yourself, I suggest that you follow up with the university via email and ask them for the status of your application. Let them know that you want to apply for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. This was the same thing I did when I applied for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship years back, and I got my admission offer in no time. However, if after the follow-up and you don't hear back or you don't get the admission, then state your university application number in your scholarship application form and let them know that you would update them as soon as you get the offer. The ninth question I usually get is, do I need an international passport to apply? And this question, the answer is yes. You need an international passport because I think at the beginning section of the form, they would ask you for some information that you need to get from your international passport. And the 10th frequently asked question is, Chidima, I don't like to write essays. How do I start? Trust me, we have all been there. The first thing I would suggest is read far and wide about your field. Do some research, read journal articles, websites. You need to be up to date with what is happening in your field. Know the problems in your field, know the possible solutions, and you can be able to draft your own essay. Know what is applicable in your community. You can speak to senior colleagues in your field to get an idea if you don't have much experience in your field. And secondly, I would say put down your ideas. Put down your ideas, everything you can think of. And then you can have a structure and rearrange it on how you want it to appear in your essay. In my previous video, I discussed each of the essay questions and I gave tips on how to answer these questions. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it after this one. And after writing your essays, make sure you send it to someone to review. Let the person who is reviewing your essays know what is expected of you and be able to give you recommendations. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope my answers to these questions helped. If you have more questions, put them in the comment section below and I would respond to them as soon as I can. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. You might be helping someone out there. I wish you all the best in your applications and see you in my next video.